Okay, so good morning. We're in Hungary. We're at the accommodation, which is a little bit different to normal. It's actually in a monastery. So there's only a couple of the other teams here who are doing the Tour of Hungary here. And at the moment, this is a bit of an interesting situation we find ourselves in. A situation that I clearly haven't been in for a very long time. Because Law, our soigneur, is about to give me a haircut. So it's a bit of a sad time, despite all the laughter that's happening behind me, because, you know, you sort of put a fair bit of work into growing the hair, and a fair bit of time, a fair bit of energy. And,
she's a masseuse, not a hair cutter.
No, she's multi-skilled. Law's multi-skilled. But, yeah, it's been hot since we've gone to Korea, hot in Belgium, and apparently we've got 35 degrees ahead of us in the Tour of Hungary, so there's no doubt about it. The hair's got to go. So Law, let's get to work. So while Law's chopping off the mane back there, I might just give you a bit of a rundown of what's ahead in the Tour of Hungary. So it's a 6-day tour. Today is the first day. It's not stage 1, which is always a little bit confusing. We've got a prologue. So the prologue doesn't count in the stages apparently. So it's always a bit confusing. So anyway, we've got a prologue today and it's only 1 kilometre long. So it's right in the centre of the town that we're in now, which is Szombathely. And Szombathely is a pretty interesting place. Since we've arrived, we've found out that this is the oldest city in Hungary. It was actually a Roman city, which was first sort of built around the time of Christ, I suppose, in the 1st century AD. So it's extremely rich in history. There's all sorts of archaeological sites around the town. Yeah, and it used to be called Savaria, or Savaria, I don't know how you say it, a Roman city. So, very old place, and we're doing the prologue in the centre of town, and hopefully I'll grab the camera on and get some footage from within the race. So lining up, we've got myself and Scott Sunderland, who have flown in from Belgium, and then we've rendezvoused with the climbing group who have been in France, who have done the Tour of Savoie and the Tour of Japan. So in that group, there is Chris Harper, Tim Rowe, Robbie Hucker, and Sean Lake. So those 4 guys there. So yeah, it's a bit of a reunion over here in Europe, and it's really good. So far, so good. The stages after the prologue, the 5 stages, are almost all flat except for the second last stage, stage 4, and that has a fairly significant climb right before the finish. So it's not a hilltop finish. You ride down the other side, but that looks to be something that'll be certainly a big feature of GC. There could be a fair bit of wind around as well, so we think there's going to be a lot of crosswind action, hopefully a lot of sprints. We've obviously, as I said before, got Scott Sunderland, so he's just come off a few wins in the recent races, like in Tour of Korea. So yeah, that's what we expect. Hopefully some sprint finishes, and hopefully those climbers who have been in France can get over the hill in the front bunch, and maybe we'll be able to do well overall. How we going there, Law?
Yeah, getting there.
Certainly a nice thing having your hair cut. Anyway, we'll check in later. Alright, so we're just down at the podium here at the prologue of the Tour of Hungary. Now, there's some pretty big units here for the 1K prologue. A lot of track sprinters, some very, very big quads going around. But luckily we had a track sprinter of our own, Scott Sunderland, so let's go down and have a chat to him, find out how he went.
Jó, minden jó volt rajtam, a kanyarom.
Hölgyeim és uraim, tisztelettel kérem.
So I've just told the people that we've had some big units around, and we had one of our own. Haven't told them how you've gone yet. How'd it go out there?
Oh, I think I had a pretty good ride, Neil. Started out strong, I think, with that kilometre background from on the track. Tried to use as much as I could. It's been a few years since I've done one. I think with a bit of the words of advice from the guys before me, including yourself, hit that corner pretty sweet, the hard left.
Yeah, I was watching you. You railed the corner.
And then kicked out and just basically gave everything I could to finish, and then rode around like a ghost, not knowing how I went until the news came across, which you were saying that I got up for the win. So yeah, stoked with that. And,
yeah, look, I hope I've got that right. This will be a terrible video if I haven't. So congratulations, mate. Smashed it.
Cheers, buddy. So tomorrow we're going to try and defend yellow, so it should be good.
Yeah. Well, the buck will be passed to us. Anyway, great job, and yeah, we look forward to defending.
Cheers, mate.
A Vandenk Kitten 201-es rajtszámú versenyzőjének. Ladies and gents, today's best, the winner, the guy who will stand on the top of the podium. Would you please welcome Mr. Scott Sunderland? Hölgyeim és uraim, az Ausztrál versenyző, az Izraeli Sports Swiss Wellness versenyzője, Scott Sunderland. A legjobb lett a mai napon, ami neki egy nagy dicsőség. Önök megtapsolják